Good Saturday afternoon to you. This is a VELCO Weather Hazards alert that will go into effect approximately 3 p.m. through about 9 p.m. this evening. Thunderstorms were in the making, and already we're starting to see a few scattered cells starting to form in the deep humidity and a southwesterly flow, deep flow coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. So plenty of moisture, higher dew points working into the region, and we have a cold front off to the north and west. This is starting to produce a little bit of lightning activity, mainly off to our west, north of Lake Ontario and the Toronto area. And also I'm expecting thunderstorms to start to fire across the Mohawk Valley here shortly. And these will be eventually getting into especially the northwest one half of Vermont, and then eventually the southern part of Vermont as well. However, I'm still thinking the latest indications are that the strongest winds aloft will be up to the north, and especially in the Champlain Valley looks primed. But anywhere in northern Vermont, we'll have a little better chance to see the stronger thunderstorms producing wind gusts greater than 45 miles per hour, and a little bit less down in parts of southern Vermont, but lots and lots of lightning, both north and south. And all the thunderstorm activity will be locally heavy rain producers, and thunderstorms that move across one particular area will then be affecting those local areas and could receive maybe as much as 1.5 inches of rainfall. Well, main thunderstorms are up north of this area here, and they've had real good instability and some very strong capes, better than 2,000 joules per kilogram across a wide area of New York, and getting up toward 1,000 joules per kilogram in parts of Vermont. And we're starting to see this increase all the time. So we're expecting thunderstorms to develop and then move, especially in the northern western areas, but also affect southern Vermont as well. This looks to be increased just a little bit, and I have a little bit lower confidence as just the strength of these storms in the southern part of the state. But I still think the best bulk shear, you can see with the 700 millibar winds here in these orange arrows and in the red, they're much stronger up to the north, and I think this is where going to be the main action is going to be, is across the parts of the Adirondacks, St. Lawrence Valley, and northern Vermont. Storm Prediction Center, effective bulk shear, mostly again across northern areas with 35 knots, but that may be enough to get the job done for potential severe here. And this is a check on instability. As I mentioned, some pretty good instability off to the west of us is up to around 2,000 joules per kilogram, and this is the main area out ahead of this cold front that's now firing, and of course the stronger winds aloft here. And with the thunderstorms this afternoon and into the evening hours, they're fairly tall, 40,000 footers to be expected. And as these develop, they'll be up around 35 to 40,000, maybe a few at 45,000 feet. And that'll be plenty good for a decent amount of electrical activity, of course, with quite a bit of frequent bursts of at least moderate to intense bursts of lightning across our region. That's it. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.